Really considering maybe making like an entire separate video series just about Facebook ads, like setting them up to optimizing them and everything, so I could probably go on for an hour about Facebook ads. So if you're someone who knows absolutely nothing about Facebook ads and you'd like me to make a series on that, you can leave that in the comments. But this video is for people that have used Facebook ads before, but they're just, it's not working out. They're looking for a better ad strategy that they can use. So this is the best strategy that I've found so far. So this is going to be based off of using the tripwire offers, as I mentioned in part 3 on setting up products. So what you will do is you will have your item that you're going to give away for free plus shipping, and you're going to set up 5 separate ads for that item. Now, how I like to do it is to set my targeting, the first ad, to be semi-broad, and then slowly get narrower and narrower each ad, so the 5th ad would be the most targeted. Now, ways you can do this is by editing the age group, the gender, page likes, interest, and things like that. It's going to vary. Your options will vary depending on whatever niche you're in. So your first ad is going to be the broadest, the biggest audience, and then you're slowly going to get smaller and smaller audiences. Now, you don't have to do it just like this. If you want, you can just set up 5 sort of different audiences. Maybe they're all the same size. You're just targeting different age groups. That can work too. Like, say you're just targeting a specific page like or something, and, one of your ads is for 20 to 30 years old, and another's for 31 to 39, and others from 41 to 49. I mean, you can do that too. I prefer the broad to narrow strategy, but that one does work as well. So after you've set up those ads, what you're going to do is you're not going to set the tracking, conversion tracking for checkouts right away. And that may seem weird and abnormal, and I know a lot of people don't do this, but I prefer to set it for people landing on your page, your item page. So you could set up the Facebook pixel specifically for tracking the page with the tripwire offer, or you could just optimize the ad for the website clicks. Now, if you don't know how to do this stuff, I could put that into the possible video series I can make. So once again, if you'd like to see that made, leave it in the comments. So you're going to optimize for website clicks, because what we're looking for in the beginning is we just want to see which ad is most likely to perform the best in the long term. So we just want to see which group of people is most interested in the items. Just because if someone clicks, they're interested. Not everyone that's interested is going to buy right away, but all we're worried about in the beginning is who's interested, who's the most interested, who's most likely to click our ads. So that's why we're optimizing for that and not conversions right away. So from there, you're going to run each ad for $5 a day for 2 days. I mean, you can do more if you want, but I don't really like to, because I feel like you're just throwing out money. Like, I know, everyone wants to start in fast, make a bunch of money, but, I'm obviously about making a bunch of money, but I'm also not about just throwing money at my computer screen and losing money unnecessarily. So if you run each ad $5 a day for 2 days, that's only $50. It's a $50 experiment to see how well your ads are, your niche, and everything like that. So after the 2 days, you're going to go back and you're going to check your ad performance. Now, ideally, you'd like to be break even or better here. So if you spent $50 on your 5 ads, you would have liked to have made $50 or more back through your tripwire offers. Now, sometimes you will be slightly below break even. Say maybe you only made $30 back, and this is where the judging gets slightly more complicated. Like, it's not always straightforward. It depends on the specific ads. Like, if you have 3 out of 5 ads that look like they're performing well, like they're getting a lot of website clicks and things like that, and just 2 of them are just doing terrible, then maybe you want to keep going even if you're not breaking even yet, because those bad ads are bringing your overall average down. So that leads into the next part, where you're going to just completely cut out the worst ads. So probably it's very rare that all 5 of your ads are going to be performing optimally. So ideally here, you're going to cut out at least 2 of your ads. And also, while doing this, you're going to slowly scale into your better performing ads. If you have an ad you're not sure about and you think it's performing kind of well, but you're kind of on the edge about it, then don't cut it out, but also don't put more money into it either. Just keep it the same, and you can evaluate it in another 2, 3, 4, 5 days. So you're going to add a little bit of funding to your best performing ads, and this doesn't have to be, alright, I'm going to $50 a day. No, you could up it to $7.50, you could up it to $10, you don't have to up it by a lot. You're just going to slowly scale into these and go from there. And you're also, now is where you're going to change your optimization to checkouts, because now, hopefully, you have which audiences are the best to target, so now you're going to optimize for checkouts so you can really buckle down on what ads are performing the best, what sales pitch on your ad, what text is working the best, what picture is working the best, things like that. So you're going to change your optimization to checkouts. So once you've done this, you're going to wait another few days, 2 days. I like to give these a little bit more, maybe 3 to 4 days, unless you're literally not making any money whatsoever. But like 3 to 4 days, and then you're going to evaluate again. And now, at this point, you need to be breaking even here. You can't just keep losing money. Like, this isn't a traditional business, start a restaurant and you don't profit for 3 years. No, like, you need to be profiting within the week, or at least breaking even. We're not trying to go out and crap all our money into the computer. We're trying to make money, and we're trying to make it back right away. So ideally, what you're looking for here, now that your optimization is set to checkouts, you know exactly which ads are actually making you a decent amount of money. You can see if one ad has had 10 conversions and your tripwire offers for $10 and you're profiting $5 for each one of those, and you spent $40, that ad brought you $10 profit. So that's a good ad that's safe to scale up. Or any ad that's breaking even at this point is safe to scale up. Because keep in mind, the tripwires aren't going to be the main source of your income and your sales. What they're meant to do is be your main source of advertising, and they're there so that way your advertising is free, and best case scenario, your advertising is also profitable. That's what they're there for. So at this point, you should already have an email list being built as well, because you should have an email pop up on your site whenever someone lands on your page. I was going to go over emails later on, but I'll just tell you this right now. When you're sending people to your site for tripwires, you don't want them leaving your site without having a chance to opt into your newsletter. And it's easy to get people to opt into your newsletter by saying, opt into our newsletter and you'll be sent a 20% off, 30% off, 50% off discount coupon. So getting people on your newsletter is easy. So at this point, every ad that's not breaking even is crap. It's gone. Something's wrong with it. Either the audience targeting is wrong, whatever it is, you gotta figure it out and it's gone. You gotta get rid of it. A week in, your ads should be breaking even and you should be getting endless amounts of free leads now. And at this point, you can pretty much scale up to your comfort level, however much you're willing to spend. I don't recommend scaling up from, $5 a day, $10 a day, and then out of nowhere to $500 a day or something. You can, but it's probably safer to slowly move up just to make sure that your ad continues to break even or profits with the tripwire offers. So from here, what you'll do is you'll just repeat this same strategy with other tripwires. Now keep in mind, you can do this with like 4 tripwire offers at the same time. So if you have, we'll go back to owls. Say I have owl necklaces, owl earrings, and owl bracelets. So I would have a tripwire for earrings, bracelets, and necklaces. So I would have 3 tripwires running at once. So I would have, in total, 15 ads running at the beginning. Now you don't have to start with this much. If you're on a lower budget, and, spending $150 on ads in your first 2 days is too much, you don't have to do that. You can just start with 1 tripwire. And if you've never done Facebook advertising before, and you've never done any of this before, it's probably best you start out with 1 tripwire just to make sure you know what you're doing before you go on and blow your money. So basically that's the gist of the Facebook ad strategy. Obviously there's a lot more to Facebook ads themselves, as in optimizing targeting, optimizing the picture, making sure your text is right and things like that. And as I've said previously in this video, I've considered making a whole nother video series just on Facebook ads. So if you'd like me to do that, you can leave a comment saying you'd like to see it. But this has just been an overview of a rather advanced Facebook ad strategy that I've tried to simplify as much as possible. This should easily be enough for you to go out there and start breaking even on your ads right now and generating free leads. Now, don't get discouraged if you're not. It doesn't always happen the first time. If you keep following the strategy and you keep optimizing your ads, keep creating better ads every single time, you're going to get to the point where you can break even and profit on your ads, and then everything else in your store is pure profit.